Hey, welcome, folks. Monday morning meditation, consciousness transformation teak with Mr. Reality and psychic medium Liz Cross. Hey, Liz.
Hey, so something else to report. I tell you, every weekend I get these fantastic CTT sessions, right? And what happens is they're not group sessions, these are the individual stuff. What you guys do in the group is really the affirmation tail ender process. So I know a lot of people are like, Liz, what's the affirmation tail ender process? It's basically the same thing we do every Monday. Okay. We open, right? We do our affirmation, whatever it is we want to do that week. And then we do the tail enders, right? What are the tail enders? The tail enders are the negatives that are energy blockages that are standing in the way of our affirmation. Okay. And then we close. So if you ever want to know what the affirmation tail ender process is for manifesting, you do it every week. Um, the second thing is one of our ladies, and she's actually in the group. I was surprised to see her name down here this morning because I know she works so hard. So we actually we do a lot of sessions, and excuse me, my throat. And basically, we got that she is a natural healer. I think this is the second time I've come across this, and she inadvertently, right? She's a nurse. Okay. So nurses naturally expend a lot of energy. But what is happening is that she is feeling so drained. She's very sensitive to energy. And it's almost like people are pulling on her energy, right? She's around a lot of sick people. They're pulling her on her energy. On a soul level, her soul says, yeah, it's okay. Come on, come on. I'll heal you. You can have some of my life force energy. And the reason she was doing that, we got this in another CTT session, was because her soul had come to the conclusion that it was good karma, right? Not taking into account her body, not saying she's suffering at the moment. She's young, she's beautiful, beautiful girl. I mean, I wish I had a waist that small. Trust me. Liz hasn't had a waist that small since, I don't know, probably long before I had kids. Anyway, so she's a beautiful girl, and her soul says, "Hey, I'm letting you do this, right? So I can bank all this good karma energy and store it in my good karma bank to use at a later time when I may need it." So her CTT session yesterday was like, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. I want to use my good karma now. So her conscious mind said, I want to use my good karma now. I don't want to wait, right? I need things to happen for me now. So as we went into the session, so interesting. And it makes sense, right? You're all going to nod your head when I say this because with our conscious mind, right? We don't have that foresight to know exactly when we need to use the good karma. Okay. But the soul has this broad overview and knows exactly when to use the good karma, and because it knows what's coming down the pike. So if she says now and she had more control, okay, and said, oh, you know what, conscious mind, okay, I'm gonna do a CTT, and there's a part of me that knows how to immediately and optimally and joyfully and easily manifest. You want to put all those things in, right? To take energy, reabsorb some good karma, or take my good karma from my good karma bank, and create this type of financial energy flow into my life, right? Because everybody, well, I don't know about you guys, but I know that I saw my grocery bill last week and the food prices are still going up, right? So anyways, and that's what we thought we would be able to do with the session. But what we got was your conscious mind doesn't know anything. Diddly squat, like Clarkson's Farm. Those of you in the UK, I love that show. Um, it doesn't know anything. You don't have a clue what's coming up for you tomorrow. let alone 10 years from now. And the soul decides when to dig into that good karma bank. And for her particular situation, her soul says, when I see really negative events coming down the pike, right, for her, I already dip into the good karma bank and I bring that back into her and create a flow so that there isn't so much of a depletion in the energy flow. It kind of evens it out, right? So instead, and I'll give you an example. An example would be, you get a check for $20,000. Then that this is her example. Okay. But at the time she got that check, she really needed that check. Because there was house repairs that had to be done. That's why she got it. But just think if she didn't get that check and then she had $20,000 worth of house repairs. Now what is that going to do? Right? She already needs the money. Now another 20,000 in the hole. How are we going to recover from that? Cuz I don't know about you guys, $20,000 is a lot of money to me. $20 right now is a lot of money to me, right? But anyway, so that's what your soul is doing. Your soul has the foresight to know when to bring that energy flow in to balance everything out. And I said, that makes so much sense, because how many times do all of us come across, oh wow, we managed to, we got a little bit of extra money and then something happens, right? Well, that's your soul. Basically, there's two things to that. Your soul has designed a lifetime where you don't have too much, right? Because it's learned somewhere along the way that, money's not that important, or it's not so concerned, or it likes to make you live on the edge. It likes to make you, just operate just above survival mode, right? Not a fun way to live. We all know. Oh, and the second thing is because of this good karma effect, right? So instead of going into a massive negative, why is it you just get the money right before or just right when you need it, right? Well, that's because the soul is now dipping into the good karma and bringing it back to you. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope so. I just found that really fascinating. And that gave us some more insight to what's going on with our soul. Okay, so now with that in mind, I thought today we could work on one or two things. We can continue with the consciousness expansion, or we could work on something else. Somebody said grief and loss. I got a suggestion over that. It's up to you guys. Or we could work on, maybe having a little bit more control with our conscious minds. But in saying that, having a little bit more control with our conscious minds is not always the most optimum way to be, right? So maybe how about we work on getting a little bit more notice, a little bit more foresight into our lives? We can work on that. It's a yeah, free dryer lottery. Oh my god. Oh, somebody see, yeah, $500 on an instant tick and they needed a new dryer. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So, shall we work on like removing blockages to our foresight, right? Let's work on that. That's a new one. So that way we can get some sort of, hint or indication. Actually, a lot of times we get a lot of hints, but we don't pay attention to them. Ronan, what do you think? Is that good for you, or do you have something else?
Removing blockages to our foresight.
Or getting a broader perspective? Actually, Kat put in the chat, getting a broader perspective, like having more access to the broader perspective, the full picture, as it were. How would we word that?
Expansive awareness of our present circumstances.
Expansive awareness to our present and future circumstances. See, you're a genius. There you go.
Okay.
All right. So, if there is anyone new, I'm sorry about my coughing again today. I swear to God, it's because I swallowed all the grass. Um, if there is anyone new today, please, 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 could you put your hand up? I don't think we have anyone new. Actually, we do, but he's good. I think he catches on really quick. Um, anyone else new? Anybody new today? Anybody new? New. Going once. Ah, we do have dumb money. Oh my God. All
That's a
right.
block right there in your name.
Yeah. You got to
You
change that
really need to
name.
change your name and focus on your internal blocks.
All right. So we have two or three. Oh, we got three. We got magic. Magic. All right. So, Ronan, could you please explain how we do the tapping?
Yeah, so CTT is rewiring your brain, and you do that by bilateral tapping with your hands on either side of, well, they're crossed in front of you and you're tapping on your biceps. Or if you can't do that, you can modify and tap your toes up and down. But what you're looking to do is tap and speak aloud with me after repeating what Liz says. And you make it bad feelings coming through, you make it physical conditions coming through, and type those in the chat so we can make sure that we help you ameliorate them.
Yeah. So you may have a tight throat, tight chest. You'll probably feel the energy moving around. This is processing in real time. Okay. All right. So let's open. Those of you, once you know the trick, right? You know how this goes. You're my CTT warriors. I love you all so much. We all do such great work every Monday. Once you open, you must stay till close. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
an optimum etheric pyramid,
an optimum etheric pyramid,
as well as
as well as
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
an optimum etheric Faraday cage
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
for the empowerment and protection of each one of us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath, if you can. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
And I just want to stress, so be it, it is done. If you can't spend the next hour with us, don't start, because we're not responsible for you opening up anything within you and not closing that energy field properly.
Yes. Diana, are you here, my love? Diana, can you put your video on and show people how to tap, please? For those of you that are new, Diana, if she is here, she will show you your arm placement and how to tap. Is she here? Is she here?
Yeah, she's there. She's tapping.
There you go. See, Diana's giving you guys a demonstration, right? That's how you tap. Now, when I'm saying the words, you should be where Ronan is. Okay, you're going to repeat after me.
I mean, but don't come into my house. Just say what I'm saying. Like, don't get in my space, but yes.
Party at Ronan's, everybody, party at Ronan. Okay. So yeah. So you want to be your verbiage needs to be where Ronan is, okay? That's where you guys should be. So I'm leading and Ronan's leading the group. All right. Oh my God, you're here. Wow. I thought about you yesterday. You know, I was like, where have you been? All right. She just said good morning to us all. All right. So here we go. Now we're going to be, the second part is treasures. This is George Duzman, original George Duzman right here. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to.
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum ability to see,
the optimum ability to see,
recognize,
recognize,
use, and enjoy
use, and enjoy
the treasures in and all around us.
the treasures in and all around us.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's all take a deep breath. And this round is really important because we have so many treasures in front of us, but we don't actually see them. So hopefully this round will heighten that awareness. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
All right. Now, guys, the best way to learn CTT is to show up to group, okay, regularly. That way you can now incorporate that into your own life on a daily basis. All right, let's go. The last part of the opening, which is the most important part, this deals with the energy exchange. Okay, so let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
the optimum activation
the optimum activation
of our spiritual helpers and divine teams.
of our spiritual helpers and divine team.
They will immediately take away any and all dark energy.
They will immediately take away any and all dark energy.
They will transport it into the spirit world
They will transport it into the spirit world
and transmute it into white light positive karma
and transmute it into white light positive karma
back into the universe.
back into the universe.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us and them now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. And I just got a thumbs up from all of our teams. So we're ready to rock and roll. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, if you're doing the affirmation calendar process, that is how you open. Ronan, what were the words for our affirmation this morning, please?
Expanded awareness of our present and future circumstances.
Wow, you're just so awesome. All right.
Like a robot brain up there.
Expanded. Can we type that in again? Because I've lost it.
Expanded awareness of our present and future circumstances.
Of our present and future circumstances. Well done, Ronan. You're so awesome. All right, let's go. Now we're starting the CTT. This is how you're doing the tail ender process, okay? You're going to now easily and joyfully manifest your affirmation, okay? Don't forget the words easily and joyfully. Always, always, always very important when you're manifesting. After we do this round, then we'll start pulling the negatives, okay? The negatives are our blockages. We're going to get rid of those, tap those out, layer upon layer upon layer upon layer. And then when we feel it's clear, it's going to close. All right, so let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to.
There is a part of all of us that knows how to.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
Easily and joyfully manifest.
The ability to have.
The ability to have.
Expanded awareness.
Expanded awareness.
Of our present and future circumstances.
Of our present and future circumstances.
and our intuition.
and our intuition.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
What did you get?
You know those like how you used to fan a fireplace with those old accordion style, like I forget what they're called, but you know, I saw one of those, like a big diaphragm opening and expanding. I'm really old, so when you had it in front of the fireplace and you would blow on the embers with it, like
Mm. Because, you know, if you have an expanded awareness or the ability to expand like that fan, right, is what I'm getting, and you close it, you can, as long as you know where to aim. That's the problem. We're just going through this
right,
day by day, and we've got no idea where we're supposed to aim our energy.
right,
That's an issue, right? Well, if we know that, XYZ is coming down the pike, well, we can put our energy towards that and we can help move forward. Liz, you're psychic, you're a medium, you're spiritual. Why are you so concerned with money? Well, because it's important, right? We're looking down the pike, seeing what's coming. We've just had this massive, crazy inflation. Guess what? We're getting another bout of it in 2032, 33 ish. Okay. Because I can see it coming. People thought I was crazy 2 or 3 years ago when I was putting out, yeah, inflation's going to be 40%. Oh, yeah, right, Liz. Yeah. Well, what's happened? I don't care what the government numbers tell you. Inflation is 40%, if not more, right? That's coming down the pike. So I'm trying to give people that foresight they can see to prepare for that. Or what's going to happen is we're going to have this massive rich poor divide going on. It's going to get worse and worse and worse with each bout of inflation. And I don't want my people left in the dust. Okay. Because that's where you guys are going to be if you don't start, looking forward and preparing for that future.
hopefully the Martian economy will be better.
Yeah, yeah. So
Handheld
that
bellow. Thank you, Julie Murphy. I appreciate that. That's the word I was looking for.
handheld bellows. Okay, so what did I get? I got angry. I got anger, which is a common emotion that everybody seems to experience. And why are we angry? Because we're constantly having to read between the lines to see what's coming. Why is it not easy for us? Oh, very good point. All right, so this is the tail ender part, and now we're going to let go and heal. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal
let go and heal
all of this anger,
all of this anger,
all of this fear.
all of this fear.
We feel like we're just trying to find our way in the dark.
We feel like we're trying to find our way in the dark.
We're confused.
We are confused.
And if we were able to expand our energy,
And if we were able to expand our energy,
our foresight and intuition,
our foresight and intuition,
we would know how to better direct it.
we would know how to better direct it.
We feel ignorant.
We feel ignorant.
I don't know where that came from, but that came in. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
Healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
I actually got things are stacking on top of me, right? Like I tried to clear the way for one thing, and here comes 10 more. What did you get?
I got a terrible modern art museum exhibit with a bunch of white blank canvases and like a single dot of paint on the canvases.
You know, you could charge big money for that.
Yeah. But it's
You
just
would be
that
like the artist of the century for
we're
that.
looking for the dot and the storm, and that we can't
Mm.
find it. So the one thing that we're looking for in a blank canvas is that item.
That's so cool. So that reminds me of some of the art exhibitions in London where people would just take like their old antennas that had blown off their roof and put it in a case. Oh, that's art.
Yeah, modern art's not art. I'm sorry.
That's so funny. All right. If you guys get stuff, make sure you put it down in the chat. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
This burden is too heavy.
This burden is too heavy.
I'm looking in a bunch of different directions.
I'm looking in a bunch of different directions.
I don't know what's going to crop up next.
I do not know what's going to crop up next.
I can't seem to see it.
I cannot seem to see it.
And when I do clear some blockages,
And when I do clear out some blockages,
10 more get stacked on top of me.
10 more get stacked on top of me.
I cannot seem to get out of these blockages.
I cannot seem to get out of these blockages.
Why is the universe always testing me?
Why is the universe always testing me?
Can it not cut me some slack?
Can it not cut me some slack?
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
What did you get?
I got being inside of a bouncy house in a hurricane, which tells me you can't see beyond your immediate surroundings.
And that's how the universe has power over us, right?
Right.
That's the design. If we had power, we wouldn't participate in this system. Okay. Those of you that wonder what we're talking about, go back to the past 2 or 3 weeks recordings. Don't forget, you can always do this for other people. So if you are trying to heal your husband, your wife, your kids, whatever, mom, dad, who knows, whoever, go through the recording and you say there's a part of XYZ that knows how to, right? Just do the CTT for them. It will make a difference in their lives. Okay, so I'm in a bubble and I can't see out. Keep it simple. Keep the ball in the air. Yeah, it's like spinning plates, right? Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I'm constantly juggling.
I am constantly juggling.
I can't keep everything in one place.
I cannot keep everything in one place.
Even when I do get comfortable,
Even when I do get comfortable,
the universe forces me
the universe forces me
to change yet again.
To change yet again.
I feel like I cannot see my way or
I
find
feel
my way.
like I cannot see or find my way.
This is impossible.
This is impossible.
I can only see what is directly in front of me.
I can only see what is directly in front of me.
I cannot seem to access my abilities.
I cannot seem to access my abilities.
And even when they do show themselves,
And even when they do show themselves,
I don't believe it. I think it's my imagination.
I don't believe it, and I think it's my imagination.
I quickly dismiss them
I quickly dismiss them,
and I kick myself later for not listening.
and I kick myself later for not listening.
Why do I always self sabotage?
Why do I always self sabotage?
Hindsight is a fine thing.
What?
Hindsight is a fine thing.
Hindsight is a
Fine, Fine,
fun
fine,
thing.
fine. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Now I felt that shift. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it, it is done.
So be it, it is done.
Okay, I'm tired, I'm exhausted. I just want to enjoy my life. What did you get?
I got picking up on someone's tinnitus in the group. I could hear like a ringing in my ear and also somebody clapping, like deaf hands clapping.
So, full disclosure, that tinnitus or tinnitus, as we say in the UK, that could have been me. Why, Liz? Because on Friday night, of course, we're having this wonderful graduation for my son, and then I go to lower a blind in my house, and for whatever reason, this metal blind crashed down on my head, knocked me on the floor, almost made me pass out,
Oh my
and
gosh.
I had a concussion on Saturday, and I kept having the ringing in my ears, and I felt like my head was full of foam, but I'm okay now. And I'm like, I wonder why that happened to me. Was that to make me more intuitive? I don't know. Anyway,
Well, I'm
so,
gonna
oh, and other
put some on
people
my
have
head
got it.
later and become more intuitive.
Ah, there's stories, even if you go back into the whole, and I'm not Seventh Day, okay, but I just know the history. If you go back into the whole thing about Seventh Day Adventists, right? Their whole religion or sect is born out of this little girl being hit in the head with a rock. I
Joe
can't remember
McMonagall
her name.
became more psychic after being shot in the head when he was in the army. So there you
Was
go.
in the head?
His helmet blocked it, but yeah, he did suffer a concussion from that.
Yeah. Wow. I did not know that about Joe McMonagle. Wow. Those of you who don't know who Joe McMonagle is, he was one of the original remote viewers for the military. Okay. So what did you get? You got the ringing in the ears
And
and you
deaf
got
hands clapping.
deaf hands clapping. So it doesn't matter what I do, nobody's listening. Ah, very
Oh,
good. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
there's a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
No one is listening.
No one is listening.
There's ringing in my ears.
There's ringing in my ear.
I can't make out what they are saying.
I can't make out what they're saying.
I feel like spirit are trying to tell me,
I feel like spirit is trying to tell me
but I always miss their signals.
that I always miss the signals.
I'm tired.
I am tired.
I'm exhausted.
I'm exhausted.
Why do I have to keep figuring this out?
Why do I have to keep figuring this out?
None of this makes any sense.
None of this makes any sense.
Am I not just allowed to live peacefully?
Am I not just allowed
To live peacefully.
to live peacefully?
What else?
I feel like I know what's behind me, but never in front of me.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I know what's behind me, but never in front of me. It all makes sense when we look back, doesn't it? But nothing makes sense when we look forward.
Nothing makes sense when I look forward. Can I get
I
a
can't,
break?
I cannot get a break. You and I were just about to say the same thing. Oh, what else?
I'm just too beat up to continue.
I'm just too beat up to continue. I'm tired.
I'm tired. I'm ready to
Why
give
do
up.
I, yeah, ready to give up? Why do I have to keep going? There, you and I are again matching. Wow. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath if you can. I'm struggling. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Ooh, what did you get?
I got this feeling of like distracting a small child with something shiny.
Oh, yeah, because when they're about to get into trouble, you just like try to distract them. But also, we are too distracted, right?
We need to be
That's
distracted.
a problem. That's a tool of the dark, by the way, distraction. Hey, I know. Put your attention over here. You know, I know. Drink too much, smoke too much weed, watch too
I'll
much
just have
pornography.
one drink
Yeah,
or seven.
right. You know, all of those are distractions. The dark loves that, right? Because now you're not doing your soul ascension process. You're trapped in these addictions. You're going nowhere, nowhere. And that's a distraction. But as long as you're having fun, right? If anybody thinks that addicts are having fun, think again. They may look like they're having fun, they're not having fun at all. Okay? They're coping. They're not having fun. Okay, so that's good. Distraction. Sometimes distraction can be good, and sometimes distraction can be bad. But most of us as adults, like it's bad. The thing that I got was like from someone in the group, but it came through like I handle situations very badly. So now I have no confidence or trust in handling situations in the future. I actually just run away from any sort of confrontation. All right. So let's tap. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
I handle situations badly.
I handle situations badly.
Yawning is good, folks. Yawning is good. I don't know how to handle myself.
I
Don't know how to handle myself
I don't know how to handle myself.
when faced with difficult decisions.
When faced with difficult decisions,
I wish someone would decide them for me.
I wish someone would decide them for me.
I sit here waiting for the universe to point a finger in the right direction.
I sit here and wait for the universe to point me in the right direction.
I'm not willing to take any chances.
I'm not willing to take any chances.
I like being distracted.
I like being distracted.
You know, it's the only way I can cope.
It's the only way I can cope.
I know that I should be doing other things,
I know that I should be doing other things,
but I have no motivation to do them.
but I have no motivation to do them.
I'm tired of trying to be a better version of myself.
I'm tired of trying to be a better version of myself.
And if other people around me are also not trying,
And if others around me are also not trying,
then why bother?
why bother?
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Yawning is good. Trust me, stretching, yawning. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
I am feeling hot spots. Like that's the newest thing that I've been experiencing with the CTT. Like I feel like burning hot spots in different areas of my body. Strange. What did you get?
I got a flamethrower up against a pine tree forest. So
Wow. And if it ain't raining, that thing's going up in smoke. That's to do with trying to wade through the lifetime, right? You're just basically putting out the fires. Wow. Okay, head's buzzing, numb. Yeah, those are all typical feelings. Paul, I don't even know if I should say that. I know how you send me jokes. All right. So let me tune in. It's just like it's just so frustrating, right? I'm tuning in and it's like we would make great decisions. We would do so much better if we just had some information. But we don't have the information and we feel like we're being kept away from information, right? Wow. You know what? Everybody thinks that, oh, Liz, you're a psychic medium. You must know everything. No, I don't know anything about my life. I'm too emotionally involved in it. Did I know that the blind was going to come down and crash down and hit me on the head? No, of course not. No idea. Did I know my kid was going to come off the bike and scrape his chin last week? No, no. I know about your lives. I don't know about my own. Why? Because I'm in the dark as much as you guys.
where's the fun
Okay.
in that? Knowing what's going to happen.
Right. Well, yeah, because it's in the contracts, right? It's in the life design. So knowing is usurping that timeline. That not saying we're running on different timelines because I actually don't find that too much, but is knowing is being able to prevent. It's a preventative. Ooh, so how are we going to get around that? Because now spirit are shooting back at us saying, oh, knowing is a preventative and you're not allowed to know. How would we go around that? Any ideas how we word that one, Ronan?
You're trying to get around what?
So knowing is a preventative, right? And I'm getting that we're not allowed to know because if we did know, then we wouldn't follow through with the programming. We wouldn't follow through with what is designed in the lifetime. So actually, we're not allowed to know. And that's a blockage in itself.
Let go of the fear of unknowing.
The fear of unknowing.
Yeah, because you don't want to face it. You're afraid to face it. And that's the block that's put
Oh.
up.
We're afraid to face the unknown. Oh, okay. All right. And if you guys get anything else, be sure to drop it in the chat. Okay, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
We cannot escape the system.
We cannot escape the system.
It's been in place for millions and millions of years.
It's been in place for millions and millions of years.
Why should I be special?
Why should I be special?
Why should I have the knowledge and the power?
Why should I have the knowledge and the power?
I am infuriated.
I am infuriated.
This really frustrates me.
This really frustrates me.
And I'm just throwing, what is it, flamethrowers into the forest.
I'm just throwing flamethrowers into the forest.
Whichever tree catches fire is the direction I go.
Which I follow the fire. Whichever tree catches fire is the direction I go.
Yeah, I follow the fire. There's a lot of fear in the unknown,
There is a lot of fear in the unknown,
and I cannot seem to let go or move past that.
and I cannot seem to let go or move past it.
I don't know where this came in. I feel crazy sometimes.
I feel crazy sometimes.
Life drives me to a point of despair,
Life drives me to a point of despair,
and I feel like I'm on the verge of a breakdown.
and I feel like I'm on the verge of a breakdown.
But some,
I got two texts like that this weekend from two different people. So
oh my God, really? Wow. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
that part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love.
healing, information, permission,
Healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. We're still getting some more stuff in. I can feel it. It's not gone yet. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
See, this is a long session, right? Because I'm directionless. What did you get?
I got it's much safer in my compound, so I'm just not going to leave my premises.
Wow. You have a compound?
Well, let's not talk about that now.
There's lots of compounds down where you are.
There's a couple.
Yeah. Yeah. I remember when the FBI went in, didn't they? Not you,
Not here.
obviously.
No, no.
That was years ago.
We're off
I'm
grid.
old. All right.
I feel
What
better
did you?
behind the walls of the that I have for protection was the feeling.
Yeah, there you go. I feel better behind the walls of protection. I put my shields up. I put my walls up. That's easier than having to navigate in a directionless environment. See, there you go. That's
Right.
the bullseye. Let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There is a part of all of us that knows how to
let go and heal.
let go and heal.
It's easier to stay indoors
It's easier to stay indoors
and to stay in predictable environments
and to stay in predictable environments
than have to navigate outside
than have to navigate outside
in a directionless environment.
in a directionless environment.
I don't want to be out there.
I don't want to be out there.
I've created a safe zone.
I have created a safe zone.
I'm happy for opportunities to pass me by
I'm happy for opportunities to pass me by.
as long as I stay safe and protected.
As long as I stay safe and protected.
This is the way I have learned to live in the system.
This is the way I've learned to live in the system.
And you will not be able to take me out of it.
And you won't be able to take me out of it.
What else?
I don't feel comfortable leaving my compound.
I don't feel comfortable leaving my compound, my design. What else?
I'm afraid of what's out there.
I'm afraid of what's out there. I will not face new situations.
I will not face new situations.
I'm not willing to get involved in confrontation.
I'm not willing to get involved in confrontation.
I will let life pass me by.
I will let life pass me by. I'm afraid of making a mistake.
I'm afraid of making a mistake, bad judgment,
A bad judgment,
and people judging me.
and people judging me.
I cannot stand it.
I can't stand it.
I feel they're picking and pulling apart every portion of my being.
I feel they're picking apart every portion of my being.
Everything about me is
Everything
being
about
ju-
me, my life,
is being judged by others.
is being judged by others.
Anything else? I don't trust anything.
I don't trust anything. I don't trust the universe.
I don't trust the universe. I am being watched.
I am being,
Watched.
I am.
Watched. I am being watched. Like that song.
We
I
all
always feel
are.
like somebody's watching me. That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love.
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
Excuse me. Healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
Now, that feels clear to me. I feel relaxed, calm, clear headed. I feel like we've had a shift. Is there anybody who is having tightness in their throat, chest, back? Dizzy and buzz, that's normal. Okay, that's the rewiring. Does anybody feel as if they're not clear? Everybody feels good. All right. Awesome. That's what it was. It was the, excuse me, it was the judgment, right? I have been so traumatized with having to deal with things so blindly, and the future is so unknown and uncertain. So now I live in this like bubble. I put these shields up, and I'm not willing to go beyond that because of the fear of judgment and the fear of, having confrontation, the fear of being watched, the fear of, it's bad enough just trying to exist in this existence, right? But let alone having to now go out and face judgment. So yeah, I feel that we cleared that. That was awesome. So that's a big blockage for us, right? This fear of judgment that prevents us from, sort of looking out and tapping into our intuitive abilities to find out what's coming down the line for us. It's this fear of judgment. I'm not going to look. Why? Because I fear that people are judging me. All right, let's close. Those of you that are new, very important. Okay, we've gotten rid of a load of negative energy. What does that mean, Liz? Well, it means now you have all these holes in your energy fields. Now we got to fill in the space. Okay. All right, let's go. There's a part of all of us that knows how to
There's a part of all of us that knows how to
easily and joyfully manifest
easily and joyfully manifest
optimum guidance,
optimum guidance,
positive emotional fulfillment,
positive emotional fulfillment,
gratitude,
gratitude,
self love,
self love,
and the ability to tap into our intuition
and the ability to tap into our intuition
on a regular basis
on a regular basis
in all of those wonderful spaces we just opened up.
in all of those wonderful spaces we have just opened up.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
That part of our beings are willing to inform the rest of us now.
It's doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
It is doing so now with unlimited love, grace, and ease.
Our minds, bodies, and spirits are receiving the love,
Our minds, bodies, and spirit are receiving the love,
healing, information, permission,
healing, information, permission,
and deep relief now.
and deep relief now.
So let's take a deep breath. I can suddenly breathe. Information transfer is now complete.
Information transfer is now complete.
So be it. It is done.
So be it. It is done.
This was really interesting. I feel so relaxed and calm now, right? If you guys knew what my Monday morning was like before I jumped on here, you'd be like, wow, you're actually relaxed and calm. Because it was mayhem 5 minutes before I got on the Zoom. So we'll hold for questions. Don't forget, you can always stay and ask Ronan about his scalar
That's
and what he
true.
knows about
Yes.
scalar as well. You can ask me questions about CTT. And thank you, everybody, for being here. You know, we love you, and we'll hope for questions.
That's right. Thanks. And please keep your questions CTC related or keep them short so we can get more people involved. And this is not a reading. This is not a substitute for a reading. This is just a quick ask of, and we'd like to have you learn more about how CTT works, but I can answer questions about my awakened self healing, scalar healing, or remote viewing. And thanks very much. We'll see you guys next time, but let's hold for questions.
All right.